Welcome back to our channel. If your birthday on this day, kindly comment your name, year of birth and country of birth. If you like our work, give like and subscribe our channel. Check description to see about our offers and new announcement. Here we see truth about birthday on this day. 21. On the off chance that you were brought into the world on the 21st day of the month, you are practical and set aside some effort to consider what relational connections mean for the gathering. All in all, you can be depended on to finish projects which you have started and will thusly be relied on to be remembered for sweeping projects which need committed people. You are appropriate to monetarily theoretical endeavors, distributing and warning jobs. You are an overdriven individual. You are forever discontent by working under somebody and consistently need to arrive at the top position. Ordinarily, your lone point is to advance and ascend on the planet. You will want to have control and authority over others. You need request and order in each work of yours. You will promptly submit to orders yourself, however will likewise need your orders to be complied by others. You don't care for being under others' commitment. Your solitary flaw is that you demand doing your thoughts instead of tuning into others' assessments. Along these lines, despite the fact that you are not unruly, you will make numerous adversaries. You will move toward your life essentially. You will attempt to carry advantages to others by your endeavors. The individuals from the other gender for the most part encompass you and you likewise like it. Soft spot for sex is one of your issues. You may need to battle and endeavor hard in the beginning phases. However, this will be the start of your development. Breathing activity and long strolls close by a stream or lake will help you a great deal. You ought to try not to have fiery and slick eatables. Having food in ordinary time will be beneficial for you. While being insightful, you may now and then feel uncomfortable and anxious. This can likewise be because of your exhaust. You may experience the ill effects of diabetes and heart inconveniences in the later piece of your life. To stay away from this, you ought to have peaches, almonds, apples, grapes and cloves. However much as could be expected, some of the time you may likewise experience skin difficulties. You may move toward your life in a pragmatic manner. However, you are of an exceptionally dubious nature. You are exceptionally worried of your dignity. You will cherish your children definitely. You will end up being an exceptionally mindful parent. Independent of the work you perform, you will get name and notoriety at a late stage in your life. You are exceptionally inventive, with a solid will to succeed. You have a social blessing. You coexist well with others and for the most part appreciate individuals colossally. Your creative mind is exceptionally charged. It uncovers itself in all that you do, from your shimmering discussion to your most valued ventures. You are clever and can think and react quickly. Both your brain and body are essential and apparently transmitting with life. You are gifted recorded as a hard copy and verbal abilities. You can prevail as a craftsman, author, or manager. You are motivating and eager. You inspire get-togethers and regularly fill in as the energy everyone needs. You are a great sales rep. Your test is to ground and center your energies profoundly in a particular field or attempt. You should create yourself and your abilities to capitalize on your life. Else, you can undoubtedly let appeal and mind pass for remarkable work, hence squandering your gifts. You can be anxious and surprisingly given to distrustfulness, particularly when your nerves become frayed or your creative mind runs wild. Your adoration runs profound and you can be energetic. Usually, nonetheless, you are forced to bear love, essentially on the grounds that individuals are enchanted by you or pulled into your appealing character. You are a courageous, dynamic and brimming with life individual, fit for doing a great deal of work. Your energy and portability can rouse others and persuade them to profitable exercises. All your energy and dynamism can be effectively directed into the imaginative stream. For instance, you can undoubtedly acknowledge yourself in the calling of an artist, TV host or entertainer. The symbol of man universum. You have together the male will and the female love. The number 3 means the complete opposite of the two parts of your inner self. The number 3 symbolizes the triangle of life between past, present and future birth, life and death. As for the people, whose number of souls is 3. They are frivolous, not serious. As a rule, they live alone during the day, not paying attention to everyday fuss. Natural attraction, causing oblivious area and trust. The capacity to impart on the rush of close invitingness makes it simple to make companions and fans. Style is the thing that is worn right now. People under the indication of the 3 are frail to the appeal and sexual energy of the other gender, and pull in such a sort. In any case, this isn't sufficient to make a solid relationship, since they are keen on the brain research of the human spirit. The fantasies of youth in regards to marriage with age are broken into stone. At the point when the sentiment of the main months is supplanted by dreary life, they will be baffled. For a solid collusion with the carriage, it is critical to have regular pastimes or joint exercises. Since the beginning you have an astonishing capacity to get a handle on everything on the fly, effectively see and ingest new information. An unbelievably skilled individual in numerous fields of movement who is able to do a lot. Nonetheless, to accomplish objectives you need critical help from others. You embrace the here and now and don't consider tomorrow. Jupiter? Individuals of Jupiter are generally confident people. They are decidedly arranged towards others and towards themselves. Have, when in doubt, profound information on their temperament. Give others with affection and anticipate regard. Consequently, they don't trade on trifles, evade tough spots and clashes, regularly act like a magnet, oddly drawing in bliss and amicability to themselves. Inspirational disposition encourages them to accomplish their objectives. Individuals under this number are loaded up with an awareness of certain expectations, take a stab at personal development, are affected by optimism, are hesitant, and look for acknowledgement. By acting transparently, they try to acquire for themselves. They will travel, unbiasedly go to bat for those needing assistance. They have articulated tendencies to workmanship. They fit well with the 3rd, 6th and 9th sorts. This is the number of transformation. The one born beneath number 21 has to bypass the transformation of his persona, recognize himself and come to the information of the higher laws of the universe. Doing this, he will be based totally on his deep reviews from the beyond lives. To understand who he was, he will look at the depths of his unconscious mind in search of his true personality and direct his glance to the other worlds, to understand the peak of his soul. People of quantity 21 are characterized by using a great creativity and dedication. They are able to input the brand new spheres of feelings and being itself. Many of them are interested in the historic history, myths, philosophy, troubles of lifestyles and loss of life. They like to find out special elements of existence. In their early age these human beings are now and again naive, which brings them a great deal of confusions. Gaining new reviews, they end up extra reasonable and legible. In the equal time the height in their ethical necessities will now not be reduced. Their idealism will just have a color of practicality. Often humans born beneath number 21 are guided by means of the instinctual impulses. In the equal time they consider in predestination. In different words, they may be doing what they believe is right, but inside the equal time they take lifestyles as it is. They are very sociable, keen to get together with humans. In their presence everybody feels appropriate. They recognize evaluations of the others and experience what the opposite humans want. In love, they're passionate, honest, trustworthy and romantic. Family values are also very vital of their lives. People of range 21 can constantly feel the inextricable link with their loved ones, worrying and paying attention to them. They like to assume and analyze the whole thing. Understanding the essence of any problem, they penetrate deeply inner, acquire records, cautiously reflect on consideration on it, make a course of action and strictly follow it. They want to broaden themselves and their abilities to be able to make as much as it is possible of their lives. Stagnation regularly depletes all their abilities and abilities. People of number 21 have to learn how to awareness their electricity and direct it to resolve a selected problems. Emotional traits. Their emotional existence can truly be referred to as saturated, as they have got all characteristics of the number 2 and all electricity of number 1. They need spiritual and physical conversation. Although they are no longer as robust because the numbers 1 and 3, they're nevertheless more potent than number 2, and in addition they need bodily satisfaction. Sexually they are no longer vulnerable, with an excessive tendency to romance. This makes them a great enthusiasts, as they react to each, the non-secular and bodily sides of their partners, and if the accomplice isn't always very sexy, they could fulfill him in both methods, spiritually and physically. They have a pretty good urge for food, now not being too traumatic, and their capability for the spiritual communion makes them extra interesting. As we already noted above, people of number 21 have become along quite properly with nearly anyone, because they have magnetism and energy of number 1 and sensitivity of number 2. These human beings are sensible and they're always attempting no longer to offend others, but their pessimism may be demanding, and they'll lose pals if they may go too deep in it. On the alternative hand, they will be inclined to dictatorship under the impact of number 3, and they prefer the whole thing to be completed, as they want their companions and fans should be their supporters at difficult instances. This number is pretty a contradiction, and spouses of such human beings need to feel their mood and react as a consequence. People born below the number 21 commonly are fortunate because they have got a glad mixture, which includes number 1. They have to live away from the bad, wondering and implementing their views. If they control to do it, then a huge success is assured, because they've intelligence and power. The most effective aspect they need, a nicely developed will and self-belief. You are talented with particular creativity and backbone for achievement. Communication talents and competencies for persuasion are really your trump cards. People speedy get in conjunction with you. The imagination you have got is surprising. You're a generator of thoughts. Your creativeness is manifested in the entirety you do, in the manner you talk and how you bring yourself. You are packed with internal power and able to make plenty of proper things for people round, and your creativeness may also function a device for reinforcing an exceptional of existence. People are amazed by your wit and humor. You are skillful in oral and written sports. You may be a fantastic display host, main singer, screenwriter, etc. You want to be within the limelight, and those around recognize that the birthday celebration is whilst you are. You can make high-quality shop clerk as you're talkative and persuasive. You are a fantastic lover, due to the fact you're passionate and creative. However, most of the time, you get love rather than supply love, because it is straightforward to love you. But for you things are more complex. Your hazards. Your most important problem is in locating the proper area for you, in which you sense cozy to put into effect your ideas. You should become greater, impartial and capable of generate ideas and create plans for his or her implementation, no matter to what location you belong now. Searching for a better place wherein to start is every other procrastination from residing now. You are without difficulty influenced by way of the actions and phrases of others. Sometimes you're emotionally unstable and generally tend to magnify. Don't let your creativeness smash your fact.